This video will explore the tool Extrude, or extrusions, real quick. So here I have a simple sketch made, just to have a profile to use, and I'm going to choose the Extrude tool. Once I've chosen the Extrude tool, Inventor has this icon highlighted and it's asking me to select a profile, and down in the bottom left corner, Inventor usually is talking to you as well. Select a profile. So I can come in here and I can select a closed region. I'm going to choose this region, not counting the circle, so that'll leave a hole in my part. Okay. Things that you can control with an extrusion, I just zoomed out a little bit. You can control the depth, or the distance of the extrusion. How much do we extrude that? I can manually type in with my keyboard a very precise measurement, or I can grab the arrow and adjust this. When you type in distances here, you could type in fractions. Okay, let me go back to that menu. I'm going to edit the feature real quick. It automatically did that. You can do some math. I could say I want it to be 2 plus 5. Oh, not 2 plus 56, 2 plus 5. I didn't update that. Edit feature. Well, maybe it did. Okay, just went off the screen. Let's make it something smaller. This is a pretty small part, so let's make it 0.5 plus 0.2. There you go. Okay, so Inventor can do math right in there, and that's really nice to know. That feature. Other things that I want to explore here. This extrusion is based on a sketch, and the sketch is somewhere in space. Think three-dimensionally amongst the X, Y, and Z axes. It's resting, those points that define the corners of those sketches are resting somewhere in space. And the extrusion had to happen in a direction. It's going to happen perpendicular to that face, that plane, but what direction it went can be chosen right here. Instead of coming kind of forward, it could have gone backward. Instead of only going forward or backward, it could be a symmetrical extrusion where it goes equally forward and backward. So as you change the distance of the extrusion, you're adjusting it in both directions. Or you can do an asymmetrical extrusion, where you can get the extrusion to go in both directions, but they don't have to be equal in length. I'm going to go ahead and just let this be. Hit OK. To show you another feature in the Extrude tool, I needed to already have some solid part. I'm going to start a new sketch, and it's going to be right on top. And I'll just make a rectangle. Finish sketch. And extrude again. And now I have really two regions I could choose. I could choose the area on the surface kind of within the big rectangle, but not the little. I could choose just the little, or I could choose both. I'm going to choose just the little. And Inventor kind of just guesses what I want to do. It tries to be predictive that maybe I want to extrude this way. But right here we had other choices as well. The first one is called join, and that is what you think of just as an extrusion that is creating material. But instead of join, I can also cut. So the extrusion and the profile that I just created is not a path of which material is going to be extruded, but it's a path that's going to cut away material in some other shape then. And so you can control the depth again. Perhaps for some reason I wanted to cut down this little rectangle right on top, and so I could extrude cut. If I choose OK and let that be, you can see that my part now has this little rectangular cut in the top. I'm going to go back to find that extrusion, edit the feature. We also have this one right here, which if you hover it should give the name. There you go. This one's intersect. Intersect's different. Intersect is going to look at where this profile passes through another shape. And anywhere these two shapes intersect, that is where the material will be left. Everywhere else will be omitted. So you can see that basically got rid of almost my entire part. The only part that got left is where those two or intersecting each other. Okay, so these are three main tools that you should be aware of within extrusions: that you can join, create new material, cut, remove material, or create an intersection of two areas. Also know that your extrusions, you can control the direction, forward, backward, symmetrically, that's equidistance forward and backward from the sketch plane, or asymmetrically forward and backward. Okay? Take time, practice your extrusions, practice sketches, help understand that tool.